Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Riverview High School for Game 5 of the Riverview Labor Day Showcase. I'm Casey Claxton. Glad to be with you today as we have the Licking Valley Panthers taking on the Pioneers of Western Reserve Academy. Licking Valley coming into today's match, according to the Ohio Scholastic Soccer Coaches Association website, the record 1-1-1, while Western Reserve enters with a mark of 2 wins and 3 losses. This is the first appearance at the Labor Day Showcase for Licking Valley. For Western Reserve, they have been a mainstay here at the soccer complex at Riverview, making multiple trips into Coshocton County to see some of the best and the brightest that they have to offer here for the Labor Day Showcase. So glad to have you with us today. Our live streaming coverage being provided by the Energy Cooperative out of Licking County, proud to be a sponsor of the Licking Valley match here this afternoon. A total of 6 matches taking place here at the Labor Day Showcase. We'll run down some of the scores. The last 2 matches that we saw have been excellent 1-goal games. The game that just concluded saw Eastwood knock off Berlin Highland by a score of 1-0. That was in Game 4. And then the match prior to that, which started at 1 o'clock, saw Parkersburg South from Parkersburg, West Virginia, win in 1-0 fashion over Bexley. That was a couple of teams that went pretty deep in the tournament. Bexley, a Final Four team from a year ago. Parkersburg South made it to the regional finals in the Elite 8 before bowing out, but they had been to the state Final Four in West Virginia 2 years ago. So for these 2 teams here today, Licking Valley is an up-and-coming program as they coached by Brandy Nelson. She's been a mainstay for the girls soccer team there at Licking Valley. Brings her Lady Panthers over to take on Western Reserve. Again, this is the first time that they've ever participated in this event. Licking Valley wearing the blue jerseys with red shorts as you look across the soccer pitch. And Western Reserve wearing all white today. The Pioneers. So we are just underway. We had some rain, some storms that started the day. We did not have any weather-related delays, but we got off track a little bit in Game 2. A fellow Licking County team, Newark High School, came over to play in the 11 o'clock match, and they got into some traffic mishaps. There was not an accident or anything that they were involved in. Here's Licking Valley on a long run into the back for the Panthers. Cutting it inside, number 24, Campbell. She shoots, and a great diving save by Iriarte, the goalkeeper for Western Reserve. So quickly, one shot, Licking Valley on a breakaway. And an excellent save by the goalkeeper, Iriarte. So it will be a corner kick coming up. Tell you got to be impressed with the speed of Reagan Campbell, who got down there in a hurry. She will be taking the corner kick from the side. We'll look to serve it in. Low, hard strike. Gets through, and it's going to be pushed to the side by the Western Reserve defense, and now they will clear it up to the center. Shapiro with the centering pass clears it out. And now it goes over onto the far side. That is Raynard over there in the attacking third for the Lady Panthers. Rayner just outside the box with her left foot. Gets stopped by the defender. I don't have a 34. Is it 24? Is it Agnew? So that's Agnew over there defending for Western Reserve. And now they will go on the attack. Agnew sends it ahead up to Gonzalez. She's just outside the box. That's Graham defending for Licking Valley. Centering pass. Goalkeeper starts to come out. Now the ball is up at the 12. Pushed over to the right. They're trying. Licking Valley needs to get a clear. here. Now a little bit of pushing on both accounts. That's Watson who was just defending herself a little bit. Gives it right back to the attacking player from Western Reserve. Now centering pass comes to Agnew. Agnew with a shot and a great save there by the goalkeeper Bunn for Licking Valley. So a shot apiece for each of the two teams. Licking Valley to have the throw in on the near side. That's Conaway to throw it in. Looking for Williams, goes off of her foot and out of bounds. Lockwood will throw it in for Western Reserve. Here's the Panthers on the attack again. That is Campbell going down the right side all alone inside the box to the 6. Left-footed shot and a save by the goalkeeper Iriarte. Iriarte still with it. She will look to make the punt. Some of the fans looking for a foul there as they get tangled up on the far side. We are 6 minutes into the match. No score between Western Reserve and Licking Valley. Pioneers controlling the ball, trying to get it into their attacking third. Licking Valley comes away with it. And now the ball's kind of loose in the middle. Dennis will try to push it ahead for the Panthers. And now it's taken away by Weaver. And now Licking Valley with the ball down the right side. Once again, that is Campbell, who is free. A one-on-one, cross to the middle, and a shot and a score. Campbell, beautiful centering pass to her teammate. That is Avery Williams. No, they say offsides? Could not see the flag raised, so they will take away the goal. Either way, that was pretty. That was pretty. She certainly looked even from this vantage point, but the official was hustling down the sideline and had the flag raised. That was outside of our camera view. But Licking Valley with called for being offsides. Definitely an opportunity. Licking Valley likes to attack from the outside in. So here's Raynard with a centering pass from the outside towards the middle. It's going to be cleared away by Eiseman. And now to Gonzalez, who puts it up across the midfield stripe over on the far side of the field. That's Watson over there defensively for the Licking Valley Panthers. And now a throw in by Western Reserve's Lily Morgan. Comes to the middle. Valley looking to change the field. Comes to the near side. Our official Jamie Dooling with a smile, and he points and runs down the field after the play. So an infraction against Western Reserve. Guys, we may want to try to find out who the goalkeeper is for Licking Valley. I saw a 15 out on the field. So Michaela Bunn, I do see a 15 on the field for Licking Valley, and that's also Bunn's number, so we're not quite sure who that might be, unless my eyes are getting the best of me. Yep, it says 21, so we want to make sure we get everybody's name right. So leaving for Licking Valley is Lauren Bender. Maybe I just imagined seeing a 15. I'm not sure. Here's a ball sent down by Olivia Wells. Ball played back to Iriarte, the goalkeeper. Now the Pioneers will swing it wide. Here's service by Shapiro up into the center circle. It's going to be banged away by Lily Watson of Licking Valley. These two teams appear to be pretty evenly matched in the first 10 minutes of play. Watson over on the far side. Defensively for Licking Valley, she's going to be pushed to the ground. Or no, are they calling a foul on her? It's like the official coming over and talking to a few of the players, so I think the infraction may be against Western Reserve. Our official, Jamie Dooling, talking to the one Western Reserve player, that being number 24, Sarah Agnew. So now Dooling coming back. Jamie's a personal friend. I always pick on him whenever we're at a match. I'm like, Jamie, you talk to the players too much. You just need to let them play. He's gonna laugh whenever he hears this. But Jamie is a top-notch referee. He's often seen officiating Division I soccer games. Good guy, though. Great official. I just got to pick on him about something. Do it early, in the match. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie and his twin brother Devin often will officiate matches. Here's Licking Valley, another one-on-one opportunity. Shot and saved by Iriarte. Great ball by Williams, but Iriarte, an even better play defensively. So I tell you, Licking Valley really has the speed on the outside. That is the third one-on-one opportunity that they have had. And if you count the play where they had an offsides, that would have been a fourth. But they definitely have speed on the outside. So now Iriarte getting her shoes tied. She's not taking off those gloves. And the Pioneers will look to serve it out from right at the 18 as you look across your screen. We're glad that you're with us today. Our coverage being brought to you by the Energy Cooperative, sponsoring the Licking Valley match here, Game 5 of the Riverview Labor Day Showcase. Committed to community now and always, the Energy Cooperative. Here's a ball played down the left sideline. That's Shapiro offensively for the Pioneers. Also over there is Agnew, and it will go out of play. Agnew kind of hobbling a little bit, but she will stay in there and make the throw. So an offensive threat coming up for the Pioneers. Long throw by Agnew will reach the edge of the 18, and now here is a shot from about 27 yards out. That one by Paris Weaver off the mark. Weaver, a senior midfielder for head coach Tara Bowen. Western Reserve was 9-7 a year ago. Licking Valley 7-4. Both of these teams hungry for wins here in the 2022 campaign. 27-25 remaining here in the first half. No score, as you see. A total of 6 games here at the Labor Day Showcase at Riverview. The nightcap will start at 7 and feature Worcester and Tri-Valley. Here's a ball sent to the top of the box. A swing and a miss. Valley's defense collects and pushes it ahead into the middle third. Now they're looking to attack with some pace. Avery Williams down the far side of the pitch. Gets by one defender. Cuts it back again. Now she will look to cross into the middle. She was looking for Campbell. Valley still with possession. And now Campbell has 3 defenders over there. She will collect it and just drop back to Wells. Wells into the box. And she had Isabella Raynard in mind. But it's collected by Iriarte, the goalkeeper, and she will punt it away. Good, healthy kick. I think Iriarte probably has the best foot of all of the goalkeepers that we have seen today. That one was a good 7 yards beyond the midfield stripe. Iriarte is a junior. Valley controls on the near side. It'll be a throw-in coming up for Campbell. Campbell's the one that has the speed, and they will stop play and throw it again as we have a substitution into the match for Brandy Nelson's Lady Panthers. Raynard will head to the sideline, and that looks like Aubrey Wells into the match for Licking Valley. Now they'll back up Campbell a little bit on her throw. Short throw from Campbell to McCullough. Knocked away, and we'll have another throw in. Our matches started at 9 o'clock this morning, which saw the Riverview Lady Bears. They fell in the opener to Zanesville by a score of 5-1. That was a 2-1 game at halftime. And then 4 straight goals. Actually, it was a 3-1 game at halftime. No, I was right. 2-1 at half. And then 3 goals in the second half by Zanesville gave the Devils a 5-1 victory. Rocky River blanked Newark 6-0 in Game 2. And then we had identical scores in Games 3 and 4. Parkersburg South over Bexley 1-0. Eastwood defeated Highland 1-0. And the game that was just completed. Brianna Pethel into the game, as Shapiro will exit. Western Reserve looking to build from the back. Ball sent to the far side of the pitch. That's Jazzy Gonzalez over there. She will drop it back to one of her defenders. Now Licking Valley will get control. Top of the 18. That's Campbell. Or check that, Campbell's way out on the outside. Licking Valley, without numbers on the front of their jerseys, they have numbers on their shorts. So it's kind of hard to see whenever they're coming at us in the same view that you're seeing at home as you watch the match. It was Avery Williams. Now they get it to Williams. She will turn, tries to slice through a defender, but gets stopped. Western Reserve will attack from the middle. Agnew's pushed off the ball, but she collects it, and now will make her way down the side. She's got a runner on the outside, but Licking Valley's defense very quick to come up to make a stop. That's Graham over there. Agnew once again with the ball, and not very happy about a push in the back. That'll go across the sideline. And a throw in for Licking Valley. So no score, 22-30 to play here in the opening half. And here's the long throw, a little skip off the defender's head. The Western Reserve defense punches it back at Licking Valley's back line. Now here's Gonzalez. Centering pass. It's going to be controlled. Nice footwork there by the Panthers. Tell you, without a number on the front of their jersey, it is hard to tell who they are because their jerseys fall just below the number that is indicated on their shorts. So the Panthers, they'll try to get it out front to Reagan Campbell. Campbell cuts it back. She's floated across to the far side of the field when she'd been playing right wing. Now they drop it back to Wells. Wells will come across the middle. Centering pass. Nice little touch. That was Campbell. Hit her in the chest and then bounced off of her and to the defense and now cleared away. Marissa Graham punches it back up into the middle third for Licking Valley. And now there's Madison Aliff. She lost her spectacles, and she picks those up and gets back into her defensive position. Here's an attack by Campbell, right side, into the 6, turns, shoots, and a great save by Iriarte. It's almost like Iriarte has Velcro on her gloves. I mean, that just stuck. And I tell you, Campbell really wound up. She was looking to blast it through her. Here's Avery Williams, right side. Nice cut back to the middle. Gets stopped defensively. Great play there by Sanders to make the stick. And now they will push it ahead to Agnew. She will drop it back. That's Gonzalez with it. Has some space. Plays it forward, but a good defensive stop there by Licking Valley. Now a little push by Agnew. And now she'll try to play it through, but that is going to be stopped by the Licking Valley defense. We're halfway through our first half of play. 20 minutes to go on the scoreboard, no score. Substitutions into the match for both teams. Looks like Kendall Kruger entering for Western Reserve. And it looks like maybe Emma Cubison back into the match for Licking Valley. Well, you can certainly tell by the way these two teams are playing their approach to scoring goals. Western Reserve is trying to play everything down the middle, trying to play through balls to win a foot race. But Licking Valley's really got things packed in. Valley, on the other hand, they have attacked from the outside in, whether they take it down the left or the near side and then look to center it back into the middle. So you kind of see the design, the way these two teams have played in the first 20 minutes. Now here's that through ball again, and once again offsides. So, we just talked about the approach of Western Reserve, how they like to attack, and it's right down the heart. Agnew pretty much kind of staying right in the center. They do have Pethel over here on the left side who can get forward, but they've been negligent at trying to switch the fields. They've certainly had opportunities, but just everything has gone down the middle. Here's Licking Valley with the ball after a service following the indirect kick. Comes to the outside to Allie Conaway. Conaway, a nice job to keep it in play. Now it's dropped back to Pethel. Comes forward, and now they come down the left sideline. Great give and go there by the Pioneers. Pethel into the box, and she is stuck hard. Great defensive tackle there. That was Emily McCullough who came over, got all ball, and Pethel just tripped right over the ball and her feet. Valley with control of it at this point. Number 9, Avery Williams directing traffic. She was trying to send Wells down the side. Now they have Wells on the outside. They will get the ball to her this time. They come back to Williams, to Wells, and it will be knocked out of play. And Williams will look to throw it in. Another substitution for the Panthers. Cubison will exit after some quality minutes. And now back into the game is Marissa Graham. So Graham may have needed a breather or maybe something with her equipment, but she is back in there. Here's the throw in. They get it to Raynard. She will turn and switch the fields. Valley does a nice job of that. They take it to the far side. Good defense by Gonzalez as she will take it away from the attacking player from Licking Valley, bring it forward. Now she will drop it back. Good centering pass into the middle to Weaver. Now the ball's kind of loose. Both teams looking to make possession. That's Wells over on the far side for Licking Valley. It'll be a Panther throw coming up. It looks like number 20 on the far side of the field. Jace, do you have a 20? We'll try to get a name for the player that is wearing number 20. The rosters we were given does not have a 20. Okay, Abby Glancy was wearing number 20. She was not on the original roster. So Glancy is the one who checked into the match for Licking Valley. They drop it back to Olivia Wells. Now to Conaway. Got the nice little square triangle set up. Here's Agnew with a long service right into the belly of one of the defenders for Licking Valley. Now both teams just kind of playing a little back and forth ping pong game. Conaway double teamed. She will drop it back, and now it is sent forward. Western Reserve comes away with it, and they will play it across the midfield stripe. Valley's defense there to take it away. That's Lily Watson. She punches it ahead with her right foot. Nice little sidestep by the attacking player from Western Reserve and Jazzy Gonzalez. She penetrates to the 18, gets by one defender, but can't maneuver around the second. Good job by the Valley defense holding strong, and Emily McCullough. Ball dropped back to the middle, sent back in by Western Reserve. It's Aubrey Wells, number 11 on the far side for Licking Valley. We got another substitution ready to come back in a little bit. Glad to have you with us on our live stream coverage. Our producer is Lydia Brady today. Destiny Ann Danielik, our camera operator. I'm Casey Claxton. Great to have you here. Also in the booth, we got Jason Miller, our PA announcer. It's good to have you back. Where were you the last couple games? Oh, he had to go eat. And we got my main man, Gage, over there. He's running the scoreboard. He's the most popular guy here. Believe me, fans let him know when he doesn't stop the clock. We should tell you that story, Jason. We got into it was a one-goal game, that Parkersburg South Bexley game, and Gage was on top of it. There was a foul like at the top of the box, and Bexley was attacking, and they were trying to score and get an equalizer, and all the fans were screaming, "Stop the clock! Stop the clock!" And Gage held strong. He's like, the official never raised his wrists up. Here's Licking Valley down the sideline. Great save by Iriarte. She's got some of the best hands that I have seen all day. So another shot on goal by the Panthers, and another save by Iriarte. But, Gage was not giving in to pressure whenever those Bexley fans were yelling at him. Another shot, another save. That's 5 shots on goal, 5 saves for Iriarte. But, Gage wasn't going to be pressured by soccer mom and soccer dad with them yelling at him. But he let it go. And Bexley had plenty of time for that direct kick at the top of the box in the last, 30 seconds. And it sailed high above the crossbar, and that was it. That was it. Those were 2 really good matches. The last 2 have been 2 of the best of the day. And, of course, this one here, no score. Here's a ball sent into the middle. Good save there by the goalkeeper, Bunn. It went off of her glove, but she was able to get it and make the saves. That's just the second shot on goal by Western Reserve. The Valley has certainly had more of the opportunities as we close in on 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Ball now being played to the far side of the field. That's Shapiro over there. Ball is played across the touch line, and that will be a throw for the Pioneers. Today we had a rainy morning, depending on where you're watching our live stream from here in Coshocton County. We had quite a bit of rain that started falling just before our first match. There's a shot by Western Reserve, easily collected by Bunn. But we had a downpour for about 20 minutes, and the concession stand was pretty much an island because there was just 4 or 5 inches of water in certain spots. If you wanted to get to the concession stand without taking a bath, you had to take a long way around the tents and up along the fence line. But we were talking with Dave Kreidler about how much gravel is underneath this field. It drains very, very well. And the field's held up nicely today with the rain and, of course, with all the players, all the action that it has seen here recently. Throw-in coming up for Western Reserve. 9:40 to go here in the first half with no score. The throw to Eisenman. Gets by one defender, but a nice stick by the Licking Valley defense to stop her before she can penetrate the 18. Now here's Agnew. She will pull it back. Drops it to her midfield. You know, this Western Reserve team, as they have played, they're much more successful when they switch fields. You know, sometimes teams that play one-dimensional, it can be a challenge. And you know, when they've had some runs up front, it's when they've switched fields. You'd love to see them do that more. Certainly could be something that head coach Tara Bowen talks about with her group at halftime. So Licking Valley attacking from the outside. They've flip-flopped Campbell over there to the far side of the field. She will cut it back, shoot, and great save again by Iriarte. So the 6th shot on goal and the 6th save by Iriarte. Punt right in the middle of the center circle. Agnew's up there. Now they've got a foot race to the ball. Agnew can't get by her defender, and now she will look to switch it up. They go to Shapiro on the outside. She gets by a defender. Centering pass. Ball at the top of the 18. It's loose. That is number 3, Riles, for Western Reserve. It looks like they're going to call a foul against number 22, Lauren Bender, for Licking Valley just outside the box. So this will be a scoring opportunity on this restart for Western Reserve. So number 10, Bella Sanders, will be coming up to strike the ball. Our official, Jamie Dooling, he marks off 10 yards, puts a little paint stripe down for the 3-player wall for Licking Valley. And here's the strike. There's a deflection and off the top of the crossbar. So for Bunn, her best friend is high above her head in the crossbar. And there was a deflection off of that wall. Makes you wonder if that was just enough to kind of redirect the ball from going in the net. But that was great placement by number 10, Bella Sanders. So their 4th shot on goal hits the crossbar and bounces off. 6:40 to play in the first half. Throw-in coming up for the Panthers. That's Agnew that you see there in the center of the screen, ready to throw it in. You know, and they've switched her up. The first 20 minutes of the match, she was playing over here on the right side, had several opportunities. And now I'm not sure if Coach Brandy Johnson has seen something, and they have pushed her to the far side of the field. So now she's playing on the left. Also over there is number 9, Avery Williams. Reagan Campbell does have a great throw, so they have her over there. Williams is going to throw it in now. It's going to be knocked away by number 6, Anna Eisenman. Now here's Campbell inside the box, centering pass, but there's nobody there. I think she was hoping that maybe Olivia Wells would come in. Here's a shot from way outside. So that's the 7th shot on goal for Licking Valley, or 7th shot attempt. That was Emma Cubison who took that shot. She's come off the bench and got some minutes defensively, but stepped up from her defensive spot there with a great strike on goal. So foot race for Western Reserve. That's Micaiah Riles. And now a whistle was blown. So Marissa Graham a little slow to get up. The infraction is whistled against Western Reserve. So Cubison, who has a great foot, will strike the ball now from the back. And she gets it ahead to her teammate Sophia Long, who has checked in the game, and they're going to whistle Long for a foul. So now Reserve will have it. Here's a long service. Right to Shapiro, who brings it down. And now she is going to be fouled, and we'll have a direct kick for Western Reserve. Clock under 4 minutes remaining in the half with no score. Pioneers have had 4 shots compared to the 7 of Licking Valley. Iriarte has been a bright spot for this team defensively. And now here's a ball served to the top of the 18. A shot and a save. Bunn with a great defensive move. And another shot, and that one will find the back of the net. So Jazzy Gonzalez finds the net with 3:32 remaining in the first half, and that makes it a 1-0 game. So Gonzalez with a great strike that Bunn was able to deflect and push to the side, but the Panthers unable to clear it. And then Gonzalez on her second opportunity was able to collect the rebound and then send that into the back of the net with some force. So it's 1-0 Western Reserve. Again, that strike coming with 3:32 to play in the half. So that was just the 5th shot, or excuse me, the 5th and 6th shot attempt for the Pioneers, but 2 of their best of the day. Licking Valley certainly has had their looks. And now here's Gonzalez again. Gets away on a breakaway. She will strike it and score again. Not 30 seconds later. That one coming with 2:56. So Jazzy Gonzalez has made it now a 2-0 game in favor of Western Reserve. So it looked like that Licking Valley have, in the first probably 20 minutes of the match, was controlling, had more of the scoring opportunities. But I tell you, one player can change a match, and that's certainly what Jazzy Gonzalez has done here. Campbell with a long service down into the right corner. It's collected, and now a centering pass will end at the 6. And it will be turned away by the Western Reserve defense. So Michaela Riles tries to run it down, but a throw in now for the Panthers. That ball is knocked out of play. Lauren Bender will take another throw in for the Panthers. Now that ball is sent back into the attacking third for Licking Valley. makes its way inside the 18, and the ball will go out of bounds. Last touched by one of the Panthers. It almost looked like that they had ricocheted off a defender, but the play will stand. 1:50 to go. I'll tell you, I guess it would have been about 34 minutes or 36 minutes rather. This was a tight match. But Jazzy Gonzalez scores twice in less than a minute and makes it a 2-0 game as the Pioneers lead the Licking Valley Panthers. It's Game 5 of the Riverview Labor Day Showcase, 18th year for this event. Panthers with the ball at the top of the 18, give and go. They were looking for Campbell on the outside. It goes across the end line, and now an opportunity on a restart for Licking Valley. Campbell with a great foot. If she can serve it inside the 6, she will strike the ball. It makes its way there, and a header just wide to the right. Looked like, was that Marissa Graham who got a head on it? Hard to tell, but it was Campbell who served it in. But a great opportunity on a restart. And it was Graham with the header, but just could not direct it on goal. Iriarte will strike the ball from the 6 on the goal kick. Down to 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Graham. Pushed away by the Western Reserve defense.
9, 8,
Olivia Wells has it for the Panthers.
5,
Final seconds are ticking away, and that will bring us to our midway point here in match number 5 at the Labor Day Showcase. It is Western Reserve Academy leading the Licking Valley Panthers by a score of 2-0. I'm Casey Claxton. Special thanks to the Energy Cooperative, our sponsor of the live stream for the Licking Valley Panthers game today against Western Reserve. The Energy Cooperative, committed to community now and always. Also want to say thank you to all of our sponsors who are helping bring you this Labor Day Showcase. Midwest Energy Services is the player of the game sponsor for Game 5. In our previous matches, we'll kind of run down the scoring that we had from the first 4 games of the day. We've kind of recapped that as we have gone along. But we certainly have seen some good ones here today. So we got things started this morning at 9 o'clock when Zanesville locked up with Riverview. Zanesville had a 2-1 lead at halftime, and then McCune scored 3 straight goals. It was Riley McCune who had 4 goals in the match. She had 3 unanswered in the second half, or had 3 unanswered goals after the game was 2-1. She got a second goal in the first half and then 2 more to build a 4-1 lead. And then it was Zanesville getting a goal in like the final 2 minutes of the match to make it 5-1. But Zanesville coming away with a 5-1 win in the opener. Our first game was sponsored by Coshocton Materials. In Game 2, which saw Rocky River defeat the Newark Wildcats by a score of 6-0. That was a 4-0 game at halftime. Rocky River has made the trip down. Head coach Patrick Hopkins is quite a coach, and he has an outstanding team, and they came down and met up with a feisty Newark Wildcat team, but the Pirates just too much for the Lady Cats. Game 3 and Game 4 had identical scores. In Game 3, Parkersburg South eked out a 1-0 victory over Bexley, and that was by far our best match of the day up until that point. But Parkersburg South with a 1-0 lead at halftime, and they held on and held off Bexley to hold the 1-0 win. And then the game that just completed, Game 4, was Eastwood defeating Highland. Eastwood had a stellar run in the tournament last year. They had ripped off 20 straight wins, combined regular season and postseason play before they fell in defeat. But Eastwood scores a goal in the first 2 minutes of the match, and then they play error-free in the final 78, and they knock off Berlin Highland by a score of 1-0. And, of course, in the match that you're watching now, Western Reserve with a 2-0 halftime score. Jazzy Gonzalez scores a pair of goals in a matter of just 32 seconds as she scores twice. Scores her first goal with 3:32 to play in the half to make it 1-0. And then just a few seconds later, got another goal as a quick restart. They get down the field. Gonzalez with the breakaway. A great save by Bunn to push away her shot. But on a rebound, they got it back to Gonzalez, and her second strike was true, and that gave Western Reserve a 2-0 lead here at halftime. Coming up in Game 6, that'll be our nightcap. That's going to feature a couple of teams who typically make an appearance at the Labor Day Showcase. It'll be the Scotties from Tri-Valley locking up with the Worcester Generals. So the final match of the night will feature returning All-State player Christine Franson. She is our only All-Ohioan who is participating in this year's Labor Day Showcase. We did have another All-State player, and that was Ava Barton from Parkersburg South, as she played in the match earlier today. But again, that will be our nightcap, and you will be able to watch that game live on our YouTube channel. Of course, if you're watching this game now, you'll be able to find that game on the same Claxon Communications YouTube channel that you have been watching this one on. Matter of fact, all of our games are available on YouTube. If you just do a quick little search of Riverview Labor Day Showcase, you'll be able to watch any of those games. And as long as YouTube stays in business, which we think they will, you'll be able to watch those games. And that's one of the neat things I think about live streaming that's available is, some of these young ladies will be able to show younger sisters and maybe even their children someday some of the matches that they played. Those were things when we parents or older adults, we didn't have that opportunity to see ourselves in our younger days playing in matches, and now these young athletes certainly have the opportunity to do that with the technology that is with us. So again, our halftime score here has Western Reserve leading the Licking Valley Panthers by a score of 2-0. I'm Casey Claxon. Want to say thanks to our crew that is working here with us today. We've got Lydia Brady, who is hiding behind me. She never likes to get in front of the camera, do you? You don't. No, she shakes her head. I don't want to be on camera. I just like pushing the buttons and telling you what to do. That's right. So Lydia is our director and producer for I guess like 5 of our 6 broadcasts today. You're like a lifer. I'm punishing you by making you be here all day today. But so Lydia is doing a great job. Sheldon Stotts was also here. He got to produce the one game that Lydia had a day off, that she had a couple hours off. And then want to say thank you to our camera person. She's on her second voyage, not the maiden voyage of being a camera person, but Destiny Ann Danielik is back with us, and she's a trooper. She was here at 9 a.m. this morning, filmed 2 games, at 9 and 11, and then did you go home and take a nap? She did. She's saying yes, she took a nap, and then she's returning for the last 2. I didn't tell you this, Lydia, but she texted me, and she got lost on the way back. So you must have been a sound sleeper. She took a wrong turn on her way back. Were you back by the FFA building? So we're glad that Destiny made it. Is she saying she was at the Dollar General? Oh goodness. And also want to say thank you to Jason Miller. Lydia, get Jason some headphones. I told him we're gonna talk to him a little bit. You have to miss a family show. You got to keep it clean now. But we said we were going to talk to Jason here a little bit, who admitted a few moments ago that he knows absolutely nothing about soccer. Is that right? You were saying? Let me get you turned on here. But you said you know absolutely nothing about soccer. Is that true?
Yeah, biggest thing I knew about soccer was you want to get the white ball in the back of the white net.
Yeah, there you go. Just put it in, and put it in the right one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We've seen a few of those in our day that have gone in the wrong direction.
Yeah. But I just want to say thank you because you're kind of like my unofficial spotter up here during the broadcast. I'll see Jason's hand come over, and he'll point at a number, and he's certainly keeping me on track. So you're hired, man. You can come and spot anytime.
I appreciate it.
Anytime that you want, but you're doing a great job with the PA announcing. And you've got some other guys that have been helping you, too. Who would you like to say thank you to over there?
Yeah, so Gage over here beside me, Gage Wright, his sister plays for Riverview Varsity as well. He's helped me out here, just kind of volunteered, stepped up, and essentially started to help out run the scoreboard a bit. It's definitely a bit challenging up here at times when you try to do everything on your own, when you're trying to spot a bit, when you're trying to look back and forth on the field, figure out who touched the ball last, who got a shot, who got the assist, and then try to stop the clock, put a goal up on the board, then get on the announcement system and let everybody know who did what.
And then have parents yell at you.
Yes, because that has happened as well.
Because they all yell, clock! And everybody just points at Gage.
Yes.
You know. But, Gage, you're doing a great job, young man.
So he took the pressure off me a bit on that one, so thanks, Gage.
Oh, yeah, he did well. And then we also had Robbie was here.
Yeah, Robbie is a senior here at Riverview. I think he wants to be a communications major as he moves forward. I do believe he also plays soccer for the boys program as well.
Yep.
His last name is escaping me at the moment. I do apologize.
Robbie Chandler.
Chandler, thank you. That is it.
I put his name in my phone. That way I could
great young man.
get him coming back here someday. We might try to put him. Too bad he didn't leave. We could have put him on the mic. You know, talk to him a little bit. Yeah, Robbie. I think he is the senior class president. Is
yes.
that right? Is that right, Gage? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So good to see those young men with a little service above self helping out here at the Labor Day Showcase. And you know, you couldn't have this event without all of the volunteers that certainly put forth the time and effort.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the parents have done a fantastic job as well throughout all of Riverview's program. We're asked to donate some food items, some of the beverages and everything. We've come up and set up for tents, try to put some of the signs and things out to let buses know where to go, parents where to park. And, it takes a village. Yeah,
certainly a great effort by all. And I would be remiss if we didn't thank Mr. Steve Martin, who helped us with getting our internet capability set up. We met Steve up here at the press box last night about 6 o'clock, and we were getting everything set up, and some storms had rolled through earlier in the year and kind of knocked out the internet. And we were here for about an hour and a half doing some preliminary setup, and then we left. And then he texted me last night, I kid you not, like at 10:30. And he's like, Case, we still don't have internet yet, but I'm going to get it. I got a few more things I want to try. And I was like, oh, poor Steve. He's living here at the soccer field, and he doesn't even have a kid that plays anymore.
A gentleman and a scholar.
But he was dedicated to the program, and so we want to thank Steve for all of his efforts. And then he was back here this morning, and we had good internet, which gave us the ability to bring all of the games today to you so you can watch it from home. But thanks to Steve Martin for doing that for us. Well, Jace, thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely.
We'll let
thanks
you get back
me.
to your announcing duties here as we have started our second half of play, as it will be the Licking Valley Panthers defending on the right side of the field, Western Reserve with a 2-0 lead. So that's Bunn there giving chase. The sun has come out. We had rain and we had, I wouldn't really say we had storms, but we just had some downpours, some heavy rain that came this morning. You thought I was going to say snow, Destiny? No, we didn't have any snow. It was a little chilly this morning. Jazzy Gonzalez, who has the 2 goals, will offer up the service on the corner kick from the near sideline. Low hard strike between the 6 and the 12 will be pushed away by the Licking Valley defense. Now Gonzalez offering another service. That one heading towards the goal will be defended by Licking Valley. So each of these teams with So for Licking Valley, they had 8 shot attempts in the first half of play. 7 for Western Reserve. We'll see if Valley can regroup here in this second half. You know, they say that I've always heard this, then again, they say, you never know who they is, but the most dangerous lead in soccer is 2-0. Have you ever heard that before? That's the most dangerous lead, because it's like, all right, we're ahead, and then sometimes teams can kind of set back. So we'll see if that's true here. So Western Reserve with the throw-in. Licking Valley looking to go on the attack. They've got Campbell down the right sideline, but they cannot feed it through to her. That's Williams over there working hard against a Western Reserve defender. Again, it looks like, did it look like a 34? Do you have a 34 on your new roster? Yeah. So I know some of the rosters that we were given, you know, some of the players may have needed to switch jerseys for whatever reason. There's Shapiro. Now for Western Reserve, that's Agnew. Or check that. That's 25. Bridget Lardy has it go off of her foot and out of play. Now Lauren Bender will throw it in for the Panthers. Shapiro keeps it in play. Now Lardy with a centering pass to Agnew. Agnew with some space to dribble. Here's the through ball. Jazzy Gonzalez, foot race to the top of the 18. One defender to beat. She cuts it back and defended very nicely by the Panthers. Now she gets free again, and she will pass it to the top of the 18. Back to Gonzalez. She cuts it back with her foot to Agnew. High shot just over top of the crossbar. Great ball movement there by Western Reserve. You know, they attacked with a long ball down the right side. All of that engineered by Gonzalez. But you could see a very unselfish play. Nice quality passes by all of the players from Western Reserve. Cubison will look to serve it out for Licking Valley. Ball pushed over onto the far side of the pitch. Now they switch fields, trying to get it to Lardy over on this side, but it will go across the touch. Another substitution into the match. That's Raynard who is exiting. And maybe as soon as she turns around, we might be able to tell you who that is. It could be Aubrey Wells. Is that an 11? No, well, there is a 1 on the back of her jersey. Yeah, I think it is 11. So that is Wells who is into the game. Cubison will take the service after the infraction. Gives it a good hard strike. It will be knocked away by the Western Reserve defense. Now a centering pass. It goes right by the goalkeeper's hands. Looks like they do have a backup goalkeeper in there, Matilda Lawler, who gets to start in the second half. And it went past her outstretched arms, and the attacker for Licking Valley on the far side could not get to the ball. But it was pushed aside by the goalkeeper, Lawler. And now it'll be a corner kick coming up for Licking Valley. So this is certainly an opportunity to score. Low, hard strike into the 6. Headed away by the defense of Western Reserve. And I know one of the Licking Valley players takes a knee, but also one of the Western Reserve players, it looks like whenever she headed the ball out, it hit the top of her head. I know coaches will instruct players to try to do their best to head it with their forehead. So she's being out there attended to by the coaches. Several players taking a knee for a moment, and now they're being instructed to go over and get a drink. But the defender made a nice play to push out the ball. That was it was a low, hard drive right into the 6. But just kind of slowly walking off the pitch. Kind of being escorted by a couple of players. What was that? 34. So it looks like our PA announcer is saying, Jason Miller saying it's number 34, but we don't have a 34 on our roster. So we apologize that we don't have the name of number 34, who's being escorted off by Western Reserve. So that we didn't have that number on the roster that was given to us by the coaches or the roster that is in our program for the day. But so we hope that she's all right, but she's kind of made her way over there to the scoreboard. But she was the player that kind of headed the ball out on that corner kick that was served in. So now it looks like she's getting a drink over there on the sideline, and we'll get back to action here in just a minute. So the clock is stopped with 34:02 to play in the match. Western Reserve leading 2-0 over the Licking Valley Panthers. Western Reserve Academy hailing from Summit County, Ohio, while Licking Valley is in nearby Licking County. To our northern friends, Licking County is the county that is in between Coshocton, which is where we are, and Franklin County. So just kind of sandwiched in between there. Licking is one of the surrounding counties to Franklin. A lot of times when people refer to Licking Valley, they will refer to them as Newark Licking Valley, but it actually resides in the small village of Hanover. If you've ever been through Licking County and gone by what at one time was the big Longaberger basket, that is really close to where Licking Valley High School is. Licking Valley is just north of that area of Hanover, and Marne is just kind of south of that area on State Route 16. Western Reserve will have the throw in on the far side of the pitch. Bethel has it, goes off of her thigh and out of bounds. Now the Panthers will have a throw. That's Aubrey Wells making her way down the sideline. They sidestep a defender. Now they play it all the way back to goalkeeper Lawler. Lawler will push it wide. They do a nice job to keep the ball on the ground and build an attack from the back. Service up into the center circle, turned away by the Licking Valley defense. That was Lily Watson, who was able to send it back up the field. Now a throw-in coming up by Lauren Bender. Shapiro intercepts the pass, and now she will switch fields. Pass is intercepted by the Panthers, and they'll go back on the attack. Nice move by McCullough. Through ball down the left side. Lawler comes out and collects the ball. Official coming over to warn number 25. That would be Bridget Lardy for possibly shielding off the attacking runner from Licking Valley. Didn't call a foul, but he gave her a little chat. Now here is Jazzy Gonzalez down the right side, plays it out in front. Will she get to it? Looks like she did not. So the official raises the flag and indicates a goal kick. But good centering ball by her. Just a little too far out in front. So if you're watching our live stream, you'll see a banner that is behind the goal that they're attacking. You'll see the FLM and the LLM kind of crossing. That is in honor of a former Licking Valley coach, or excuse me, a Riverview High School coach, whose name was Mike Burr. Here's Jazzy Gonzalez with a shot and a save. Shapiro pushing off, and now she's going to be called for infraction. And she will turn, and I don't know if she was going to help her up, but I think it's Lauren Bender who was down for Licking Valley. But the letters that were behind the goal mouth, the FLM stands for Fight Like Mike and Live Like Mike. You may get a chance to see that. Chastity, you might, or what am I talking about? Destiny, you might want to zoom in on that. Those letters. We're telling the story about Mike Burr. So you see the FLM and the LLM. There's also a little memorial stone as you enter the soccer field in honor of the memory of Mike Burr, former head soccer coach here at Riverview. Clock is stopped with 29:50 to play in the match. 2-0 Western Reserve leading the Licking Valley Panthers. And it is getting a little chippy out there. And now another player is down for Licking Valley. That will bring about a direct kick. So that might be Avery Williams who is down. So Williams back on her feet. So Williams slowly making her way down the pitch. And now our center official, Jamie Dooling, turning and asking for the clock to be stopped. The ball had made it over to the sideline, but nobody played it back in. And it looks like they've got the ball placed back inside the center circle, but I'm not sure. I don't think that's where the foul occurred. And so Cubison will strike the ball, lands at the top of the 18, defended nicely by Western Reserve. Panthers collect, and now they will look to regroup. Nice move there by Reagan Campbell. Centering pass will be collected by Matilda Lawler. Her punt is won out of the air by Kruger. That's a lift who sends it to the far side. Now it's bounced back. Valley will gain possession, and now, just as I say that, Western Reserve collects the ball and sends it across the touchline. Campbell will throw it in. They give it to Campbell down the sideline. Give and go. She cuts it back inside the 18, shoots, and it goes off a foot of one of the Western Reserve defenders. Campbell gets it back. Some fancy footwork there. She falls to the grass turf. And now Jazzy Gonzalez will do what she does best. She's a playmaker. Has some space to dribble. Now a long ball. Sent to the far side. That's Rubiano. And Out to make the stop is the goalkeeper, Bunn, for Licking Valley. So quickly coming off her line to come out and collect the ball at the top of the 18-yard box. Panthers will have the throw in on the far side of the field. 27-20 as you see the game clock. That's the time remaining here in this match. Got one more to go after game 5 here. Here's Williams over on the far side. She just makes her way to the end line and then has it knocked out of bounds, and that will bring about a corner kick for Licking Valley. So the last time we saw Reagan Campbell served the ball in, it was a low, hard strike. It was defended well by Western Reserve. So look for them to pound it inside the 6 here. And that one's going to hit side net. So she was not able to put it in play. That'll bring up a goal kick for Western Reserve. Lawler quickly plays it. Now they serve it up near the center circle, and Gonzalez will get checked, and a yellow card will be handed out to Lily Watson. So kind of like a little hip toss there. Gonzalez taken off of her feet, and Watson will head to the sideline. Play resumes with Western Reserve on the attack. Pioneer defense will drop it back to their goalkeeper, Lawler. Lawler got the start in the second half. Iriarte anchored the first 40 minutes. That's Shapiro for Western Reserve. Good battle with Sophia Long for Licking Valley. Agnew comes away with it. She plays a long ball. Bunn comes off her line and will use her feet to stop the Western Reserve attack. Cubison tries to play a long ball down the middle. Now that's Gonzalez who collects it. She will successfully turn and look to make a give and go. Successful. Gonzalez, one player to beat. Top of the 18, and she's going to be stuck. Great defensive play there by Olivia Wells. A little push off by Agnew and Sophia Long, but no call. They let them play. And the natives are getting restless, and now Jamie Dooling is going over to the sideline, and he's going to ask, I believe that's goalkeeper Iriarte, to have a seat. Alondra must have said something, and Mr. Dooling quickly over to ask her to have a seat. Could have been worse. He could have pulled out another card. Licking Valley will have a throw in on the far side. They play it back to Cubison. Defended well by Reserve, and another throw in coming up. A lot of traffic over there on the far side of the field. Now they get it out to Agnew, and she will play it long down the right side. Here's Shapiro. Cuts it back to Gonzalez, one player to beat, and she is stopped, and now Bunn comes out with her left foot and turns it away. So a nice job defending there by the Panthers. I tell you, it is pretty quick whenever you see this Western Reserve team. Their counter really comes with some pace. They get the ball to Gonzalez, and she's not afraid to take a player one-on-one, but also not shy about playing a long ball down the sideline. As Shapiro was the recipient of that last pass. Couple of substitutions for Licking Valley. Looks like Lily Watson is back into the game after she was carded about 5 minutes ago. Here's Campbell down the left side, and her centering pass rolls right to the goalkeeper in Lawler. 22:30 remaining in the match. Western Reserve with a 2-0 lead over the Licking Valley Panthers. Agnew dribbling by herself. Now she will give it up to Paris Weaver. Weaver back to Agnew. Cubison applying the pressure. That ball is now turned away by Allie Conaway for Licking Valley. Aubrey Wells also over there for the Panthers. Allie Conaway will throw it in. Panthers were looking for Marissa Graham down the far sideline. Here's the Panther attack inside the 18. One person to beat, and a goal in the back of the net. That's going to be number 9, Avery Williams.
Goal for Licking Valley, number 9, Avery Williams.
So Avery Williams finds some daylight on the far side after the throw-in. So Avery Williams finds the back of the net, wins the one-on-one face-off with goalkeeper Matilda Lawler, the freshman. And it's now a 2-1 game in favor of Western Reserve. So Valley right back in it. Our official will ask for a restart after an infraction. Good strike right down the heart of the Licking Valley defense. That ball's collected by Bunn. Now she will punt it away. Gets it to the feet of Campbell. Campbell takes on one defender, now plays a through ball. Here's Williams, who scored less than a minute ago, attacking from the left side into the 18. She pulls it back. Now she is turned away by the Western Reserve defense. Gets by her, now sends it in, and that is off the side net. Out of play. Say Williams is almost playing like she's angry. You know, what is it, the Snickers commercial, you're hangry, you know. I don't know what that would be for soccer, but she is playing like she's angry. She wants to find that goal. Now Williams into the net, or into this 18-yard box again. Defender falls, and now they're going to whistle Williams for a foul, it looks like. Williams will now come over and maybe try to help her up. So they will stop the clock with 19:20 to go. And our official is going to issue a late card. So he's going to send Williams off for the elbow. So he kind of held up. It come from the side official. So I don't know if you can see this. Destiny, zoom in on this referee right here in the front. Our officials are able to communicate because they're wearing a wireless intercom system. This guy right here in the front. See the guy in yellow, the referee? You'll be able to see his wireless earpiece. We'll try to give you a good shot of it, but all of our officials are wearing, there you go, a wireless earpiece. So that communication came from the official, the backside linesman, to our head official, and indicated to him that she threw an elbow, which brought about the card. So now, like, I would almost believe that our center official did not see that. But it's almost like through technology, you know, they're able to communicate better, which brought about the card. That may have never been called 10 years ago, but it was called today. Or at least that's our belief. That's just how it looks like up here. And all we're doing is offering commentary to those watching at home or wherever you might be. But it is a 2-1 match. This one has gotten interesting now after Licking Valley has made it a 1-goal game. As Avery Williams cut the lead in half. Jazzy Gonzalez, who's running on this long ball down the middle. Gonzalez had 2 goals in the first half, and those came in the final 4 minutes of the opening half at 3:32 and 2:56. She scored 2 goals in less than a minute. Now we have another infraction against the Pioneers. So Cubison will look to serve it long for the Panthers. Our last 2 games have been 1-goal games, and this one here is a 1-goal match at 2-1. This ball is served inside the 18. Aubrey Wells outside the box to run it down. Good defense there by Western Reserve. Cubison battling with Gonzalez. Now Agnew steps in, and it will be sent back into the box. And that was Campbell running on. I tell you, with Campbell up front, if you got Campbell up there and also Avery Williams, that's a 1-2 punch. Lily Watson also up there in the center. So Campbell here on the outside. Look to maybe do a give and go. No, nobody's defending her, so she just takes it to goal. And now Bender sends it back into the middle. Shapiro comes away with it and brings it across the middle of the field. Gonzalez gets free, taking on the defender one-on-one. She's going to turn, shoot, and a save by Bunn. So Bunn makes the save and will punt it to the outside. It's collected by teammate Olivia Wells, and the Panthers will look to attack. Lardy with a centering pass up to Weaver as Western Reserve tries to change the field. Now Licking Valley has possession. That's Wells on the far side. Gets by her defender. Making her way to the 18. Breaks inside the box. There's Watson, and the ball is collected. No, it goes across the end line. They're going to say goal kick. So Lawler comes out, the freshman keeper, comes out to collect it. But it must have been last touched by one of the Panthers. So with the goal kick, we'll have Williams re-enter the game. So now it's what we were looking for with that 1-2 punch up front. But as Williams enters, then Campbell will take a break. So they might, Licking Valley might be giving both of their attackers a quick little breather. Williams, who had to exit because of the card, and Campbell might take a little 5-minute break to get something to drink and then come in and play the last 10. Cubison sends it long. It's inside the box. And here is Williams running onto it, serves it inside the box, and it's going to be picked up by the keeper. So Lawler was able to collect it after it was just kind of lying there on the turf. Shapiro looking to run down the punt. Ball sent across the touchline. Throw-in coming up for the Pioneers. Agnew unable to turn. Loses possession to Avery Williams. Gets by one defender, and now it's finally cleared. That's Bella Sanders with a strong foot to send it back into the middle third of the pitch. That's Cubison, a little play to the outside. Allie Conway over there for the Panthers. And now Gonzalez comes away with it. Goes on the outside. They've got one attacker down the side, and that's going to be Rebecca Rubiano, who had to go off of her foot and across the end line. So another substitution. They'll put some fresh legs in the back for Licking Valley. So is that 20 or 24? Well, that'd be 20, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be 24. Yeah, Abby Glancy ended the game for the Panthers. Here's Lily Watson down the right side. Looks to turn the corner. Good stick by the defense and now pushed away. Ball sent back into the middle. Here's a pass and a shot, and just missed. Avery Williams had one of her best opportunities there. Didn't really have the angle that she wanted, but she pulled the trigger with her right foot, and that did not miss by much. Reagan Campbell back into the game. So now they've got the 1-2 punch of Campbell and Williams up front. And now this ball is almost stolen by Williams. Agnew comes away with it, and now she will send the ball long. Shapiro up to collect it, looking for Williams. She's got some space. Number 23 is over there, Rubiano, and off of her foot, right to the goalkeeper in Bunn. Bunn distributes to the outside. And now Olivia Wells kind of takes a tumble, no call. Bunn collects once more. And now she will look to switch the field. She kind of runs over to the far side, and she will punt that direction. Ball played down the middle. And here is Campbell running free, one-on-one opportunity, plays it over to Williams, and this game is tied. Great play by Reagan Campbell to Avery Williams, and we talked about when those two would get up front together. We mentioned that just a little bit ago, that if you pair those two up front, it can certainly tie this game. And now Jazzy Williams, or Jazzy Gonzalez, is called for, I'm going to say dissent, but a yellow card as she is being sent off. So Avery Williams has tied this game, makes it 2-2. So Reagan Campbell with the assist, and Campbell did the work on the one-on-one. And whenever the goalkeeper came out, and that was Lawler, when the goalkeeper came out, she just kind of played to the side, and Williams made it look easy to just pass it into the back of the net. So we are tied at 2, closing in on 11 minutes to go in the match. So Licking Valley somewhat has the upper hand at this point. Now here's Williams again. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity. A long down pass to the 18. Campbell running onto it, just couldn't quite get to it. Lawler came out to wreak some havoc defensively. And those two, you're almost going to have to mark them up player for player, because whenever they get in space, they can really do some damage. And we have seen that here in the second half. So Williams over to run down this ball on the side touch. She will turn, beat her defender. Now she's heading to the net again. Turns and shoots. Maybe rushed that one just a little bit. She had a couple of runners on the far side. But she's kind of been over now. Looks like she needs a breather. She's been out there working hard. So this was a 2-0 game at halftime, but 2 goals by Avery Williams has knotted this up at 2 apiece. Cubison collects the ball, and now she will turn to Campbell. Nice move to get by a defender inside the 18-yard box, and it will be turned away by Western Reserve. And now a goal kick coming up. Another substitution into the game for Licking Valley. Kind of see who that is. It might be Raynard, is it? Yep, Isabel Raynard into the match. That's Lardy on the near side. Looks to send it long. And that will be cleared away by Licking Valley. Lardy will take the throw. Williams will now take the throw in. She looks to Campbell. Campbell with a long stride is able to cut the ball back, gets inside the 18-yard box and going to be pushed across the end line by Madison Aliff, and that will bring about a corner kick for Licking Valley. So this could be an opportunity on this restart from the outside in. So it's going to be Campbell to offer up the service with the corner kick. She puts a nice strike on the ball, sends it low and hard. Williams, the intended receiver, goes off of her left foot and out of play. Okay, we talked about the 1-2 punch. That's it right there. So, and I think Alondra Iriarte has checked into the game. She started at keeper, but now she is going to be in the match wearing number 18, playing a center back spot. Or no, she's going to be playing forward, obviously. So they got a ball out front with losing a couple of players. One with a card, it was Gonzalez, who is back into the game. And now it's played out front, and Iriarte is whistled for offsides. So Iriarte had started the match playing in goal and just camped out a little too deep. It was a good through ball, but just found herself in an offside position. 7 minutes to go in the match. We're tied at 2. Cubison with a strong foot down the field to Campbell. Foot race down the sideline. She will strike a centering pass, and Williams couldn't get to it. Now she runs it down. Williams gets by her defender inside of the 18-yard box. Not a lot of room there. Still dribbling. Now to Cubison, who has a strike shot, and it's defended nicely and finally put back in on the rebound. Licking Valley has taken the lead. That is Isabella Raynard, who puts it in the goal for the Panthers, and they have taken a 3-2 lead.
Goal for Licking Valley number 2, Isabella Raynard.
So Isabella Raynard with the rebound. That shot came from Cubison, who struck it from about 23 yards out, and the goalkeeper, Lawler, made the save and pushed it wide, but Raynard was there to rip the rebound into the back of the net and make it a 3-2 game. Oh, how this one has changed. So we saw 2 goals by Western Reserve in a matter of 30 seconds, or in less than a minute in the first half. And now Licking Valley has answered with 3 goals in our second half of play. Avery Williams with goals at 21-15 and 11-24. And now Isabella Raynard with the goal with 6:25 to play. Jazzy Gonzalez, she is a threat anywhere on the pitch. Has it down deep in the corner. And now that ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Licking Valley, and we're going to have a corner kick. So Jazzy Gonzalez will offer up the service. Nope, she'll just place the ball, and now they'll send someone else out there to take the kick. That's going to be Bella Sanders over there to make the strike on the far side of the field. You get a good look at Sanders. Good high strike right to the top of the 18th. It's put up in the air. Ball loose inside the box. Valley trying to clear. Here's a left-footed strike by Agnew. It's defended. And now a strike by number 19, Paris Weaver, is off the mark. And Licking Valley has successfully defended the corner. Four and a half minutes to play in the match. Licking Valley a 3-2 lead over Western Reserve Academy. We had heard some analysis from Riverview coach Dave Kreidler. And here's a one-on-one opportunity for the Lady Panthers, but that is going to be turned away by the goalkeeper, and a good, strong defensive play by Madison Aliff. Now we'll see if Western Reserve can answer. But, you know, Dave Kreidler talked about this Licking Valley team being an up-and-coming program. Here's a ball sent to Williams inside the box. She's going to run it down. Williams, centering pass. And Campbell tried to backheel it. Tried to just use her heel. But Lawler, the goalkeeper, was not fooled. Cubison for Licking Valley tries to send it back in. We're under 3.5 to go in the match now. Ball's on the outside. It's a 3-on-3 opportunity. Good defense there by Marissa Graham. And now that's Agnew on the far side. She is going to be defended well. Ball is turned away. And now Raynard getting back and playing some defense. Raynard had the go-ahead goal for the Panthers. Here's the throw. They get it to Iriarte. Iriarte drops it back. Now a high service. And it goes off of the gloves of the goalkeeper. So Bunn was able to collect it. So I believe that is Malakaya. Is that how you pronounce that? I think it's Malakaya Bunn, if I'm saying that right. My apologies if my pronunciation is incorrect. Down to 2:20. Here's service to Williams in the box, and that will go across the end line. Closing on 2 minutes to go in the match.
2 minutes to play. Final 2 minutes.
Here's Cubison for Licking Valley. Ball's on the outside to, let's see who that was. That number 5, that's Olivia Wells. Bender with a high strike. Now Bender will look to throw it again to the feet of Williams. Nice little cutback move. Beats one defender, and now she's going to be off to the races. Decides to cut it back into the middle. Switches it to Cubison. Might as well keep it going. Cubison beats one defender but can't get past Bella Sanders, who anchors that back line for Western Reserve. So substitution into the match. They will stop the clock as they sub. I believe that's within the last 5 minutes that they stop the clock these days. So now play will resume and the clock will start to roll as we have 1 minute remaining in the match. Licking Valley trying to hold on for another 60 seconds. Western Reserve trying to find an equalizer and tie this game. Ball sent to Agnew on the far side, but it's defended well by Valley. Licking Valley to push it ahead. Agnew collects it. She's going to look to try to send something long. They've got 3 players kind of hanging out at the top, waiting for a long ball. Not sure if they're going to get the opportunity. Here is Campbell inside the 18. Left-footed strike in the back of the net. Reagan Campbell.
Goal by number 24, Reagan Campbell.
And that goal coming with 23 seconds remaining in the match. And that could be the final strike. Licking Valley with 4 unanswered goals. They were down 2-0 at halftime, but a pair of goals by Williams. Raynard with a rebound goal made it 3-2. And now Campbell with the final strike to make it 4-2. And as the final seconds tick away, the Licking Valley Panthers have defeated Western Reserve Academy by a final score of 4-2. So congratulations to Licking Valley in their first appearance at the Labor Day Showcase. Our live streaming coverage here for Licking Valley Soccer against Western Reserve has been brought to you by the Energy Cooperative. So we thank the Energy Cooperative for all of their support of local athletics, committed to community now and always. Thank you to the Energy Cooperative for sponsoring today's game. I'm Casey Claxon. Want to say thanks to our crew for bringing you Game 5 at the Labor Day Showcase. We got Lydia Brady back there, our director and producer, Destiny Ann Danielic on camera. And got to say thanks to the boys up here in the booth. It's been my pals all day, Jason Miller and also Gage over there on the backside. Gage, tell me your last name again. Gage Wright, that's right. See, I should remember that. But, Gage, thank you for all that you have done and all the spotting. But great job by Licking Valley to come away with the victory. Again, they were down 2-0, and they score 4 goals in the second half and claim Game 5 by a score of 4-2. I'm Casey Claxon. Have a great Labor Day weekend as far as what remains of it. We'll have one final match coming up. You can check out our YouTube channel for the 6th and final match of the day, which will be Tri-Valley taking on the Worcester Generals. Again, it's a final Licking Valley 4, Western Reserve 2. Have a great afternoon, everyone.